You gotta play it louder.
Okay,
All right,
good.
let's do it again. Welcome.
You
Welcome
finally got
back,
your one.
everyone.
Everyone's hopefully everyone.
Hopefully, everyone.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Alex and Sasha podcast.
Yes.
I'm your co-host, Sasha.
And I'm Alex.
Went blank for a minute. And
Forgot your name.
This is our show.
Yep.
Welcome back.
Oh God. It's been a long week and a half. Like it's been freaking crazy. It just began. It's not even like it's not even nowhere near being finished. That's the bad part.
Yeah, September's been a rough month. It's been. First off, I haven't seen you since Daytona.
Yeah, that's like Tuesday.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Yeah, I dipped.
Yeah, and then Irma came, and then you were in Houston.
Houston.
I'm sorry.
Houston.
You were in Houston, just chilling.
Chilling like a villain.
I was in Irma all through and through.
Yeah. Yes, you were.
Shout out to Central Florida. We will be okay.
Oh my Jesus.
Hashtag Florida strong.
Stop it. Stop it. No, that also happened. I was gonna say that you were an evacuee, and no, I'm an evacuee, and then you were like, I'm bunker down, hanker down, bunker down. Whatever.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's a good point because I'm from Central and you're from South.
Coastal
Southeast.
Florida.
Yep. Right. Yeah. So you evacuate what we bunkered out because we're so inland and such middle that it's never usually that bad for us.
No, for us was as a kid we never evacuated. I always stayed. We always stayed through the whole storm and everything. And for this time, one reason why I left was because my sister was supposed to come see me, and then Irma said no, she can't. So then she said, well, since Irma said I can't come, can you please still come see me anyway? So I said, okay, fine. And my mom was worried. She was like, there's a storm coming and you should leave. I'm like, when have I ever left Florida for a hurricane? I was in Miami through Wilma, every other one. Like I think Katrina came through us for a second too. So I'm just like, I've already been through all these different hurricanes since I was born.
The thing with Irma was that it was 480 miles long.
Yeah,
wide.
She was fucking huge.
So it hit the entire state and it affected the entire state.
She is a big bitch.
Hours.
Big bitch.
And that's what, like, especially Tampa. I hate y'all right now because it was supposed to hit you guys.
It was.
And it hit Central and it did some damage for us. And you guys act like, everything's normal, but I go back to, Central and it's just like Baghdad. Like we just got our power back today. Shout out, light show is gonna happen tonight.
Downtown Tampa got messed up.
Downtown Tampa did?
Yeah, not messed up, but they have more power outages there than anywhere else. They got it back like 2 days ago, I think. So the people were down here, but there people in the flood zone felt it.
And in Pinellas, Pinellas got hit really bad.
Yeah.
Really bad.
No shock there, let's develop on 3 inches off the water and shit.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Like, don't you love the colors? Fucking idiots. I'm sorry. No offense to Pinellas people. Y'all cool and everything, but as an island person and as a Miamian, you just don't live that close to water. You just don't do it.
And that's a good point you're making, and maybe we should save that for our argument later, because we're gonna have a good old fashioned
Alex versus Sasha.
Debate.
Jesus.
Debate. Why does it sound like that?
No, debate. This sounds like some bad sexual encounter. Debate.
It does.
Right? It sounds like menage a trois.
So, I guess we'll just talk about the storm as how was your week, because we both went through it.
Pretty much. Well, you went through it.
Yeah, you weren't here.
I weren't here. I was out. I went to the post Harvey Houston. That's
club.
what I did.
Yep.
Yeah. Wasn't that? It still was flooded when I was there, but I wasn't in those areas, so I didn't see anything. The road traffic was even extra shitty than usual because of the length, the other main road, the other highway was messed up. And while I was sitting there, they were driving me around. I was like, Houston has a lot of fucking highways. It's like I don't know, like a lot. But we passed Bush International Airport.
My favorite.
Huh?
Dallas is actually favorite. I like this song better.
Anyway, so we missed a turn, and we ended up on this like quadruple fucking bypass. It was ridiculous. Like there was like roads on top of roads on top of roads. They were like six stories high.
It's like the Transformers built their highway.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Like the traffic can walk under there. I'm like, are we over water? Like, is there fucking water here? Like, it's a boat, a cruise ship coming under us? What the fuck is this shit? I was so pissed.
That's what I hated. It feels so big that it's just like, as you know, planners, just like, this is totally unsustainable. Like, who the fuck is gonna put this up? And if something blows through here, like, it's just it shows you how connected we are to the built environment.
Yeah.
And how like.
Once you start this program, you just start thinking about it. I was pissed. Like I saw this, even the signage was pissing me off. Like the way they layered their signs for the buildings and whatever, and for like the restaurants, horrible. That's pissed me off. Then they don't use asphalt for their roads. They use concrete slabs. But then if any like creek, anything breaks or whatever, they don't replace the whole slab. They cover it with asphalt, so there's uneven. And I'm just like, y'all don't have no suspension here. And they run red lights, stop signs. Texas. I thought I was gonna die. I was like, I sent a picture to my friend. I was like, if you see me and you say I died in a yellow vehicle, I died in Houston. I'm gonna pause you.
Did you have any Tex-Mex while you were
there? No. I had South African food. I did went to Houston's again.
You haven't
the restaurant Houston's.
The tacos, like the brisket tacos.
No, I did. I had tacos. I had tacos from a taco bus at my sister's house.
That's the only reason why I would ever go to Texas, just for the food.
There's literally a park taco truck in front of a gas station. And they make delicious ass tacos.
And you can go get some good old barbecue right across the road.
Mm-hmm. Yep. We're driving, and then this guy was like, his shit was still cooking in the back. I was like, what the fuck? He's like, yeah, they still cooking, and he was talking about the streets. I said to people, I'm like, yeah,
I researched
regulate shit here.
San Antonio's food truck. Shit.
Really?
Yeah. Oh. They're allowed to do that in the back. That's interesting. You said that, yeah.
See? Yep. I experienced some randomness, but
I roll.
Why are you eye rolling for?
I'm kidding.
Why such a hater? Why are you hating?
Oh, I'm hating because you're the time of your life in Houston. And I was sitting here racing for my life.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. You as a planner, you said, no, we can just hunker down here with my parents. And Mr.
I had 3 plans. I was prepared.
You should have left. That should have been plan A.
No, because I was working up until, which I know I got 10 hours of
overtime.
It's like hazard pay. So I don't know how much that
Hopefully it don't take it all out, because the taxes later on, you find taxes that happen.
Fuck that, I'm taking every single thing.
No, it can happen in overtime. Someone I know that said when they had overtime, when they had to file taxes, they had to they include it onto their stuff. I think you have to do that. And they tax you on that, so they take money back anyway. So it's not really like, to me, it's more of a like a loan or some shit. Like, oh, you gonna work extra? Well, here's a loan for doing extra work. Like,
but it's like, because I'm salary, so I don't get. But it's
you don't get overtime.
It's a separate. It's like for emergencies.
I think you probably keep that then, because if you're salary, then yeah, I'm still hourly even though I am salary. It's weird. You know how diversity is. It makes no damn sense.
I miss it in some ways.
What?
Not the fact that I miss I would say the simplicity of like knowing what your set job is every single day. I miss that.
You miss the mundane life.
Yeah.
No.
Because it's just.
It's more, but if it's changing all the time, I should, like hype you up and motivate you. Like
I think at a particular point you're right, but
eventually it's gonna become mundane to you too because you get used to doing shit. You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying, but at this point I don't physically see it because it's just like going back to work. I don't know what to begin with. I don't know what to do.
I've been gone since the conference too, so I've been off since the 1st of September. I haven't been to work in fucking 16 days to be old now.
My computer's still wrapped up in trash bags.
No, I didn't touch nothing. I don't know who wrapped it up, but I sure was my ass wrapping it up. I wasn't here. So, oh yeah, and I think I get my time back too. So I've been gone for a week. I only need time for Tuesday and Wednesday. So that means I get.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That works.
That's beautiful.
That works.
I'm gonna turn up later on this year.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna go somewhere else for a week.
Where are you gonna go?
Wherever I feel like it.
Where's that go?
I'm gonna go back to Houston eventually. Probably in November.
Is that your new famed spot?
Hmm?
Is that your new famed destination place?
For a time being, until something moves and then I'll have to worry about it anymore. Yeah. There's so many side eyes, guys. You have no idea the amount of side eyes that Sasha's giving me right now. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, he's in a rare form. He came in here, like...
Sorry, I'm post-disaster. I'm a victim, okay?
Jesus Christ.
I need to process what's happened to me.
You would have sweared someone came to his house and shot him in the fucking foot and left him there to dead while some wolves try to eat his fucking dick off. That's what he's acting like right now. It's
Where's my blanket?
You want a blanket? I can give you a blanket and smoke over your damn head before you off a cliff.
No, yeah, I'm a Leo. Just leave it at that.
Yeah, you're a Leo. Damn, I don't understand sometimes when it comes to you say that. I wonder, like, am I a regular Pisces or not? I don't know.
My brother's a Pisces.
Is he like me?
No, because Pisces are. I always imagine Pisces very upbeat people who always sort of make it through life. They'd have bad times, but they'd always usually end up making it because they're usually pretty lucky people.
They're very nice people.
Okay, so, but your Pisces is like your Pisces is like you, like 45, like you know how we were talking earlier.
You call me 45?
No, okay.
In recording, you call me 45.
No, okay. Pause.
So you guys have heard the abuse, right? This is verbal abuse.
We were talking off air. I just want to say off air about you said my past life because I was snorting a lot, not coke this time. I was just snorting.
Oh my god.
Like because I have post-nasal drip.
Mm-hmm.
And so you were like, your past life, you were a hooker. And I was like, yeah, doing coke.
Yeah.
But your past life, stay with me because this is a stretch. Your past life is, as a Pisces, it's just like a 45-year-old Pisces who's just like, just had a rough life, just got this chip on the shoulder, just can't.
So what is this? So what I am now? It's a regular chip on my shoulder kind of female, or I don't understand. Like,
no, that's what you are now. That was your past life, but that's who you are now.
I can't even do.
As a Pisces.
Oh God.
Not as like a regular person.
Not as a regular person, because
makes sense, right?
It's not regular people. They're just these mutant fish people that come to Earth.
I'm saying your astrological sign.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Your astrological sign is reflective of a Pisces, but it's more like a lived Pisces.
I have seen some things.
Yeah. Because Pisces I always find to be very whimsical people too.
Whimsical, like
artistic.
Yeah.
Like I would say edgy.
In the clouds.
Yeah.
Dreamers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me. Hopeless romantic. I don't know why I even try.
These are hopeless romantics too.
Like y'all are horrible hopeless romantics.
We are.
They're very passive.
I don't know.
Emotionally, are very, very passive. It's crazy.
We are. I'm not even gonna lie.
I don't even understand it. Like I was sitting there like this weekend and I was just like, why would I even try to even consider? Cause someone I consider to be a Leo to talk to, and I was like, why even bother my time with this? I'm like, there's no way in hell that my hyper self with someone who's that calm can coexist in one household and have bomb ass sex. I don't see how that's gonna work out. I just don't see that. I just don't see it.
As a Leo,
So Leo has to defend myself. He's like trying to defend himself right now. Like, oh yeah, no man, don't bring down my people like this.
It takes this particular type,
a female
to really understand and date.
To date a possessive
Leo,
passive.
Yes.
Leo.
Yes.
Who wants you to love and take care of them and worship the ground they walk on, but they would just leave you high and dry at any point in life to do what they want to do.
What's wrong with that?
What the fuck?
No, I'm kidding. Okay, no, think of it. All right, Leos are what? All right, excuse me. Leos are they're lions. Lions are what? Kings of the fucking jungle.
Your point is?
And the terms of being a king of the jungle is what? You are the head of all different types of different types of animals within that jungle.
In that jungle. I don't think.
Just stay with me.
I don't think lions are jungles.
Can't just get Lion King, okay?
The Lion's not a jungle.
I know, but yeah, just go King of the Jungle. Whatever. They're the top of the chain, and as being at the top of the chain means that you got to be the head. You got to. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of assurances you need to make sure. There's a lot of. Some days you'd be like, yeah, and some days you'd be like, no, because it's just the way we are, and you being, of a certain top of the food chain, you have the power to do it.
Oh, so since I'm a fish and I'm like at the bottom, almost borderline bottom of the food chain, that means that I just will just take people's shit and not say anything about it at all.
Well,
and just go in the circle the rest of my life, just swimming around eating shit.
You do eat bird shit, and that's how you fertilize. What's aquaculture? Mm-hmm. So when you think of it that way, you're creating life. You're keeping life going.
Fuck you.
You're a central component to our ecosystem.
No. Okay. As if it comes to people and not no damn sign animals. I remember that fucking Libras are fucking what they're a scale. A Gemini is like two people. Aquarius is water.
Geminis, I swear. You think Leos are okay? Leos are fucked up.
I don't talk to Geminis.
Geminis, you leave them alone.
I don't talk to them. I just don't.
Yeah, you just no.
No, but what I'm saying though, I think we also comparing this people in general as well. This also fall into other categories later on. It's that people who are dominant because of traits they have in their life, or because of where where it started in their life, or where they were born, or what family class, what color sometimes as well. They just think that they're supposed to be, looked upon a certain way, where people of a different upbringing see themselves as trying to be more of a humanitarian. They worry about everybody else, they're nurturing and caring, and those two people can always conflict. They'll go back and forth all the time. Some people are balls to the wall, and so they're more cautious. So for you said I'm gonna stay here and camp out, and because it's gonna hit Tampa, nothing to worry about. But then I'm just fuck that shit. Just in case my roof caves in, I'm just gonna dip my ass to Houston and be safe.
You're right, and because throughout every storm, my dad he's always paid permanently, but he's always been like, no, we're not gonna leave. And I understood it at a very young age, just I would hate to live in a place, my home, my place, and have to evacuate, and have to do this, and have to be scared. Because it's not only, evacuating is not what you think, just let me hop in the car and go to the hotel. No, you gotta plan this shit out. You gotta make sure your house is secure for one, because there's fucking looters. I don't know who. Hey, you saw that in your hometown of Miami. Yo. I was just these.
I'm not shocked. You think I'm shocked by this shit?
Out of all the places,
they go to Foot Locker because that's what niggas do. That's what we do in Miami. We don't care about hurricanes.
I kind of hope they got some Yeezys and I can bring them up here and I can get them off.
No one cares down there about hurricanes. No one gives a shit. It is whatever. If we die, we die. YOLO. Matter of fact, my homeboy literally called me from Georgia and told me he wants to get a U-Haul truck with his brother and come loot Florida. And that it's a foolproof plan and it's gonna work perfectly and all this thing. He was hyped as hell. He didn't do it. His brother said he was gonna do it.
Don't evacuate.
This is why you don't leave your house.
Yeah, but, that's true. You don't leave your house. You don't leave your place because I don't know, protection and security.
I was just like, fuck it. I was just like, the only thing I saved was my car and my PS4. Everything else was gonna die. Like I didn't give a shit.
I never thought that we could lose our house or it could be significant damage. We had some damage.
No, I thought I could have because I have a leak in my roof over my closet.
Do you have renter's insurance?
Huh?
Do you have renter's insurance?
Yeah, no, I don't have. I didn't get it. I didn't care.
Well, we should probably get it now. So next year.
No, my
or for 30 days.
My landlord has whatever insurance.
Yeah, but for your
he claims it as his own.
Yeah, but for your personal shit.
Anywho,
you can claim it for your personal shit.
Anywho,
I'm just saying.
I was just saying. I thought that leak would probably get bigger if it was too much water.
Can I have your laptop when it floods?
Can someone please come here and hold my hand? Because I've been trying. I've been trying so hard with him today. Trying so hard. He has no idea. My soul is burning. Burning.
So, have we talked enough about Irma?
Irma?
We haven't even talked about Irma. We talked about freaking Gemini, our astrological sign. Okay, so, sorry for that tangent. It's been a long month. We are just trying to find our way in this world.
And I'm borderline trying not to backhand Sasha.
I'm getting used to using technology again. It's been so long since I had
Lord, have mercy.
access to
this dude This dude asked him, "Did you brush your hair today?"
First of all, I never brush my hair.
I know, but you know what I meant. I meant like fluff it out, and like you always fluffed it, or I fluffed it for you. Either way, I was like, you didn't do your hair this morning, and then he said, "I had no power." What the fuck does power have to do with anything with your hair? Like the light goes off and Americans just die.
The water's cold.
Oh my Jesus!
And I did like this, and I'm not gonna put my head all the way into the water because it's freezing.
I already told her to do. See.
I'm taking cold showers for 5 days.
I need to. I should have made a how to have survive a hurricane video because.
And that's the thing. I
should have done that,
but I wasn't prepared for
the aftermath.
Like dealing with no power.
That's what I'm telling you about. That's what people are more concerned about: the house blowing away or something like it's a fucking tornado or something. Well, you haven't had a tornado, but they like worry about like sandbags and the flooding and everything like that. But then if your house does make it and you have no power, everything in America is usually ran on power. Like no one has like a gas stove anymore.
As Central Floridian, in the central, our structures are very like it's we never because it's like nothing's gonna blow it over. There's nothing in the structure. It's open space, a lot of open rural space. So that usually catches the majority in trees. That usually catches the majority of wind before it knocks out power. Like throughout the entire storms, we haven't had it's probably been 2 days without our power.
As a coastal Floridian, nah, nigga, that thing going out. That shit's going out. You're gonna sit there and you're gonna have a fucking competition and bet how long it's gonna last before it gets turned off, and how long the FPL slow ass. God damn, I had FPL. Like I don't like Tico neither, but I have Duke. But I hate FPL a little bit. I like their careers. I can't lie. As a company, they're great, but as like response time, they're kind of slow. Honestly, they really are when it comes to repairing stuff. Which after hurricane, they take forever. I'm just like, is Miami that too big? You have enough people? Like, how do you not have enough people to respond to a hurricane?
Shout out to the first responders and to the linemen, because
those sexy ass guys from Gainesville.
They brought the entire sheer force down to help, and a lot of people are bitching and complaining, and people I know personally who are like lawyers and shit are just bitching like kids about the power not being on. Granted, we were too at 3:30 in the morning because it was hot as balls.
Yeah.
But perspective, we were all safe.
Exactly.
Our power was out. It was hot. It was miserable. There's a point I turned my car on and just sat there.
Yeah.
And
just that happened too.
Just stared.
Yeah.
But they are complaining in the linemen's. A lot of our classmates are linemen, so they did a good job. They don't need to get complained about.
See, exactly.
Just the way
And
it is.
there's some people down here too from like up north, like
Yeah.
from like New Jersey.
From Missouri as farthest.
Yeah.
The LA Fires.
Yeah, department. That's a
This was
long
like-
ass time. Like it's a lot of money, but it's
Yeah.
LA, so they got money to waste there.
But that shows you like the mobilization
That wouldn't have happened
of
unless
resources.
that wouldn't have happened if Harvey didn't happen before fucking Irma.
No, this would have happened.
I don't think it would have.
Yeah.
I don't think it would
If
have.
if you've read the female guide, disaster guide, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like a lot of this stuff is happen. It happens in a way that you won't.
You don't notice
happens.
it.
Yeah.
I think social media also brought to attention more, and I feel as if that for Harvey they weren't really expecting what they expected. I think they were because with Harvey I think it was more flooding, it was more of the rain. Because Harvey's a little bitch. He just sat there over the Gulf, sucking up all the water
3 times.
and just sat there. It's like, I'm not done your asses yet. I'm gonna come back again. It was ridiculous.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
But evacuations evacuations. I know issues. Everyone had issues with when they stayed here and the power and everything, and people out of the state who evacuated, they couldn't get back in. It took like 12 hours, and you tried to drive from like Georgia in here. They even stopped the roads one time. It was too much that they told everyone who had a Georgian tag they cannot be on the roads. Only Floridians are allowed on the road. I was like, wow, that's.
I drove to work, and this truck took me 2 hours.
Yeah.
And they were letting you drive on the shoulder.
Yeah.
Which that's part of the plan when you do emergency.
We heard. We saw that with in Daytona when Rick Scott had his thing.
Yeah.
He's mentioned the guy mentioned that.
Shout out to Governor Scott. And he's soon to be our senator because natural disasters proved to show he won re-elections and they won elections with him. So
True.
Trump will be our president for
So
the next 7 years, and Governor Scott will be our soon-to-be U.S. senator. But Governor Scott did an amazing job, not only with this storm, but with I feel like every single event that happens, he's getting better and better.
Mm-hmm.
And not only better in terms of like making sure Florida and like his people, he's making sure the entire state altogether is prepared. And as working with local government, he's made it that much easier to communicate.
Open to everybody, to everyone,
through every channel.
Yeah.
And it's really, I really like him. I mean, I thought
I hate him for education purposes, but yeah, I think I will.
I met him. He's creepy.
Huh?
He's creepy. I've met him before.
No, I mean that's the education purposes, not like he just like horrible. Certain things he's done, I really don't care for, and that my priorities are just a little bit different. If people die, then that's population control.
But he cares about a most vulnerable population, and that's children, seniors, and then women. But he doesn't care about women. Children and seniors.
Yeah, children and seniors. Okay.
So
basically, what the whole of Florida, old people and little rugrats, little baby kids running around.
Yes. And they are our future.
Whatever.
So yeah, he's done a great job with that. So it's gonna be a lot to recover from this. Just alone, what is it, $66 million in damage for one? Was it Brevard County?
I don't even know.
So let's have some damages. A lot of damage happened in my area, my hometown. A lot. It's gonna take a while to rebuild.
I just want to know how the hell they're gonna fix Brickell.
Who?
Miami.
Yeah,
that's the fucking river. That's literally a river came in. Like, I think the buildings will be fine. This is what I feel. But if the people's stores are fucking just gone. Yeah. But if I think most people who watched off the video, I assume it was like more like property like
was
lobbies.
Your car here or was it the airport?
My car, well, because at USS parking garage.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't playing into that. My car is dirty, but she didn't get hurt.
Yeah.
I was like, and then it wasn't just me. A lot of people parked their car in that parking garage. Like, yep, smart. Leave your car here. Are you doing a car outside? Hell no. Are you sure we can park there? I paid for this parking pass. I can fucking park where I want to park.
Yeah. Who's gonna be out checking?
Huh?
Who's gonna be out checking in Hurricane?
the park people who give you tickets for sitting there for 5 minutes in the car. Oh, I'm going to class. And then I'm gonna drop my friend off. No ticket. Fucking people. Evil. It's gonna be Earth.
So, with now that we're talking about evacuations, we talked about response and recovery. Luckily, there wasn't a lot of. There's 30 deaths in Florida. Well, 30 deaths in Florida and Georgia combined. 30 in the islands. That's where the real damage happened, in the islands. The U.S. Virgin Islands. What is it? St. Martin.
No, everyone. Everyone.
Barbados.
Everyone got fucked. Everyone.
That was a sad horde.
Everyone got like Puerto Rico. I don't. Okay, this is one story I remember. Someone told me that I know Delta or something. Someone was flying to Puerto Rico, some airline, and they're gonna stop like close airline down, the airport down, whatever. So they literally sped up the fucking plane to reach in Puerto Rico on time. But a fucking hurricane was right above it. It was like the hurricane was right there.
Saw that, yeah.
I was like, are you kidding me? Like, I'm like, I don't want to go no more. Why are you going to Puerto Rico? There's nothing gonna be there. Everything's made out of wood. Like, what are you doing? I said going in for recovery. Hopefully they were trying to go to help them out because America didn't care about fucking USBI.
New York Governor Cuomo, who I love the Cuomos. They are next political future. I roll. He sent National Guard troops and he sent resources all to the U.S. Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico. So, what's interesting? What is it? Barbados. The country's first time.
Barbados?
No, not Barbados. Barbados.
Barbados?
Am I in the English?
I don't know the hell you talking about, boy.
Barbados.
Oh my lord.
Anyways, it's not Barbados because I know Barbados. But it's the first time this island is just empty.
Bermuda?
Not Bermuda. I knew a girl from Bermuda.
Oh my god.
Bermuda. Shout out to that. Hold on, let me Google it.
Don't say it. Let it go.
Barbuda.
No.
It's Barbuda. I'm sorry if you're not familiar with this term.
No. You pronouncing it wrong. I'm just letting you
How do you pronounce it?
I'm trying to remember my top of my head. I'm fucking up right now.
Wikipedia is.
They're gonna beat me up for that because someone at my job is from Antigua. She's gonna kick my ass.
Yeah, Antigua and Barbuda became a sovereign nation. Who's from Antigua from your job?
The sister. The families.
Oh,
Lady.
Valencia. Right?
Stop trying to pronounce shit today. Just let it go. Let it
I
go.
was giving her a code name.
No, it's horrible. Just stop. Just let it go.
So a lot of recovery. Key West too. A lot of damage.
Jesus.
There.
Key West looks like a tornado went through that shit.
And in our northeast, our first coast, my old place, 4 feet underwater.
Mm-hmm.
And
okay, Jacksonville.
Schmacksonville.
Ratchetville.
Yeah. Like I was looking at pictures, and even in Nassau, like underwater, like the Red Cross and shelters are there. These people are like.
They could have left. Like they could have gone somewhere.
And you know what's funny? They were trying to evacuate, but 650,000 people from the south were driving north. So they took all the gas from northeast central Florida.
Shit.
They took all the resources and they kept it moving. And the people living in the north and central east Florida, they were screwed because it's just like, what's the point of even? That's another point. What's the point of evacuating?
If you have no gas.
Calle Ocho's, already head north.
Calle Ocho, like you missed out.
And side note, Pitbull better be your president. Calle Ocho,
I love him.
Oh man, he wrote a tweet out during Irma, and it was just like, dale.
I love him.
We're gonna get through this.
I love him. But no, what I was gonna say was, I was trying to pump gas, so my friend was gonna evacuate and go to Orlando to go to Kissimmee from here because
they got hit the worst.
Yeah, no, her parents wanted to come up there. They wanted to be together or some dumb crap and whatever. So she went there, her and the kids, and it was funny because she dropped me off to the airport. So they said, I need to get some gas. I'm like, well, here's some money to get some gas. And we're sitting here at this gas station behind this man waiting to pump gas. We sat there for 25 minutes behind a man trying to pump gas. The pump was so slow that they're gonna take us an hour just to wait for him to fucking finish pump his car. And the thing was that this man wasn't like there's no people in the back of the car. He has a truck. No one's in the backseat of the car. There's nothing in the car. He's wearing a uniform shirt. I'm like, are you really evacuating or just going to work, you fucking asshole?
He's probably getting gas on the clock.
He was either at work or going to work or something. He wasn't evacuating nowhere. That's some bullshit. Everyone I saw at the gas station were not leaving. No one I saw was leaving. Everyone was like wearing their PJs. There's no children in the back seat. There's nothing on this like. What?
How do you know the kids were getting ready and they were just gassing the car?
Yeah, no. As a parent, you can go to the gas station and drive your ass back home and waste more gas? Hell, that ain't gonna happen. You want get in the car, sit your ass right here, or I pump this gas, then get on the road. You don't go backwards. Who does that? I'm just saying, it was crazy. And I gave her the money. I was like, "Just get some gas somewhere else. I know I can help you." And I didn't fill my tank. I was like, I'm evacuating. A lot of people I thought I was evacuating and were not driving. They're flying out, and they still got gas, like a jackass. Like, really? Well, I might need to go to work.
And that brought a huge scare that we were in a gas shortage. We weren't in a gas shortage. It was just the ports are where Calle Ocho and Tampa, the main ports, and that's where the oil comes from the Gulf. So the trucks needed to come up, but they weren't because they were stuck in traffic during evacuations.
Yeah.
They couldn't reach. And I was reading all this, like Walmart had 1,300 trucks. They spread out. And I'm just like, holy shit, like our road net, there's only two ways to enter and exit Florida. I-75 and I-95. They all lead to those two roads. So it's just interesting to see it from a different perspective, like in a planning world and shit, like how this works. And it's scary, but also exciting.
Because you like this shit.
Yeah. But, since this is a theme for today, we're getting all about Irma, de-stressing, trying to get back to normal, sending good vibes, good chakras. What are chakras? I don't want to ask Black Twitter.
Yeah, I think maybe one try to say, I just say good vibes. Good vibes. Dramatic.
Alex got her Sierra braids in.
Oh my Jesus, I can't stop.
I'm sorry, Future. Excuse me.
Stop it.
So she's sending y'all good vibes. So we just wanted to talk about Irma this episode and get it all out there. And we're going to talk about a really good discussion about climate change.
Don't we all miss climate change conversations?
And will it actually change anything if we believe in climate change? Would it actually help us in Irma and Harvey and anything? So we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back with our music choices and then we'll jump right into it. All right. Let's pay some relief bills. And we are back. You said Rick and Morty?
Yes, Rick and Morty.
I haven't seen any. Well, of course, I haven't had any formal.
They're hilarious. Hilarious. They're just getting better.
No, I love it.
They're getting better. Season 3 is like fucking hilarious.
Like the hidden themes behind all this shit in the show just makes so much sense.
It's marvelous. Marvelous.
All right, so
climate change.
No, we got to share our music.
Oh, music. Sorry, okay.
So we usually have 3 songs a week. All right, 3 songs a week we each pick, but we've been gone for 2 weeks. We decided to give you 6 songs each.
Yep.
So you get a double whammy.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Miss Alex, you want to go first with your first song?
Well, my first song is Everything by Ro James. All my songs for these last weeks has been very cutesy and soft and shit, pretty much.
Okay.
Yep.
What else?
And then I have Try/Effortless by Division. I think you like Division, don't you? It's DVSN.
Oh yeah.
Right. I know, right?
Yeah. Well, it's Division.
I think it's got something to Division. It makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah.
And then
I see it now.
See? Yep. Yeah. And then Stay by Mac Miller. Apparently he's Asian, according to Sasha.
I thought he was white.
No, he's white. I was being an asshole. He didn't like the song, so I was like, no, he's not white. He's Asian. Like the fuck? These questions. Heads Will Roll by Yeah Yeah Yeahs.
I like that.
I love that song. I was playing it back to back before Irma came in my life. Girl Like You by Toro Yi. What?
Toriyama.
Toriyama. Okay. I was going to say, I was going to say it wrong. And the last one is The Love You're Given by Jack Garnett.
I love Toriyama. You know he's best friends with Washed Out.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
I was hoping when we went to. Side note: Sasha and I had a retreat this past summer, company retreat. We went to Washed Out live at the. Was it Janus or?
No. Atrium.
Atrium.
No.
Orpheum.
Orpheum
in Ybor. And I was hoping Toriyama was there.
We got Dega instead.
But side note, Dega, yeah,
Dega was good. It was very.
I want to get that album.
You had to buy it.
Let me write that down.
You can only buy the album download on their website. They're not on any platform yet, but their music is so good.
Man, that was a good time.
They're open, and we're just like, who are these people? Like, it sounds so good.
They're husband and wife.
Yes, they're married. They're so cute. And she even talked. I asked them about their album, where to get it, and then she responded to me, "Yeah, I remember you." And I was like, "Oh,
I should get their album.
Look at me in the front row, beating people and stuff.
The only
black people in the whole goddamn place.
The only one.
There was we looked everywhere. I didn't see not one. I saw
not
Asians.
Even like Lil Uzi Vert, alternative black. There were none.
There's none. We even saw Asian. We saw Indian.
Yeah.
I saw all these random people, but I did not see one.
We were the only Negros that night.
The only one. And we were jamming in the front.
Yeah. Hashtag landed the free.
Yeah, but yeah, I posted on our website on Facebook that we actually went there, so
yeah,
I posted it on there. But I'll put some pictures up also of us there. We have pictures together, but pictures of the actual.
We have videos too on my phone, which I gotta figure out how to edit those. We'll post some things onto the website. Yeah, I'll post that to the website.
Your songs there, Sasha?
Yeah, my songs
are ratchet.
That's fuck. The first one is Rico Nasty. I love this girl. It's called Poppin'. She's a poppin' ass bitch. Let her remind you.
She's very aggressive.
I know. I love it.
She's ruthless.
But I saw her on YouTube. She's stupid, but I love it still. Whatever.
Shocker.
She got suspended. She got kicked out of school.
What?
She was smoking weed at 9th grade. She had a
normal.
baby.
Where's she from again?
DMV area. DC, Maryland, Virginia.
Thank you.
That circle.
That horrible place. This is just shitty. Anyway, continue.
Rico Nasty Poppin' for one. Second one is Crew by Goldlink. Love that song. Half these songs are from the Insecure season 2 playlist, which that show, man, damn. I'm Lawrence.
You saw it on the ending?
Yeah. I would do that. It's very thing. I'm Lawrence.
Is Lawrence a cute one?
Yes.
Damn, he's fucking cute.
No, he says
her ex.
Yeah.
He's fucking fine.
I am.
Jesus. No. I said Lawrence is not your ass.
But that show.
What happens? We can't do it on air. Got to be a spoiler, but I really want to know what
happens. No,
happens.
it's the season finale. It's over now. So.
Yeah, I know, but I want to know what happens. Some people may have not watched it.
It's been over last week.
Okay, well, spoilers alert. So what happened? I know I saw like a clip where he went to her house or something, and
that brought me. You know, that happened right before the fucking Irma came, so I was already a little bit like lit,
emotional and stuff.
And yeah, then just kind of like that scene was just like, damn.
What happened?
They just went like they finally confronted each other in a non-confrontational way. Like the last time they
got a fight outside this restaurant. Yeah.
Yeah. This time he was like, I apologize for the way things ended. I want to make sure we know. And they just were real with. He felt like he wasn't good enough for her and good enough to be what she needed, and I was just like, the way he explained it and with the writing of the show, it resonates with so many people, so many guys and so many girls, and others. I don't know what you call yourself, but in terms of just like the way sometimes guys can just be niggas and just stupid and just don't communicate well,
and just don't explain what the issue is. It's just simple things where people just all they really want you to do is just tell them what it is up front, and then like be continuous with the feelings. Because if you don't, then you just end up just having a miscommunication, extra issues, and then just like something that could be good just fall apart for no goddamn reason. So
you can end up with a threesome with 2 white girls who ran a train on you, like Lawrence. It happened.
That's the ending?
No, that was an ending. That happened before the ending.
What happened? So then you just talk to her?
He talked to her. They shared a couple tears. They're like, "I'll always love you." She's like, "I know." And she's like, "I'll always love you too." And she apologized for being a hoe. I know she was. He apologized for. He could have been better. He knows that. So it ended. Issa's homeless. Her boyfriend or her brother, who apparently is gay. I didn't know he was gay. She was staying with him, but she ended up like Lauren sent her a friend request on Facebook because he blocked her.
Yeah, he blocked her. Yeah.
So now he sent her a friend request, and now she's staying with Daryl or whatever the guy nutted in her eye.
Oh, I mean her side niggas and her main nigga.
Yeah.
Nut in her face.
Yeah.
That's some bullshit.
Which was.
No, you just don't do that shit. Like, he's like, well, I thought you into that. What the fuck, nigga? You discuss these things. Again, communication. You tell people, you ask them before you do things, especially in the bedroom. Like, you just up and just do something like, oh, I just nutted in you because, you were in a condom. Nigga, the fuck? What if the condom had to slip and you didn't fucking know? Huh? Then what? Oh, well, it's okay. Plan B. It's my body. Like, you need to be more like respective. I'm not sitting here like putting
it's your body.
I'm not putting my ass in your face and like.
Yeah, but you're putting your mouth, your lips on my dick.
So
for one, and how it's gonna work.
I know, but Jesus,
and he did
warning.
Communicate. He said, "I'm gonna come." And that's your warning, saying like, "Hey, okay, may not put this where it'll splash off somewhere where I don't want to be." So but that's it. I didn't know, especially black girl. I didn't know it was such a disrespectful thing to do.
It is. I don't care what skin tone you are, what culture you're from. It just is. Okay. Depending on how your relationship with that person is. If you have never been like hot and freaky all day long, like always like some kinky ass shit, then why would you expect that I would like this part? Like if you only been doing missionary out of nowhere, I said, okay, let's be adventurous and I'm gonna give you head.
This is why no one dates a Leo.
This is the reason why right here. This shit right here. What the fuck? We weren't doing missionary and shit, and that's all we've been doing, or for doggy style. And out of nowhere, I said, okay, I'm gonna treat you tonight. I'm gonna give you head, and you gonna fucking just give me a full-on facial? Like what the fuck? Like how did we get from here, from the church to the brothel that quickly? How did we get this to this part? How did we get here?
Well, as a man, I feel like head is not as important as sex.
It's honestly is supposed to be. Well, it can depending on how you are with the person. In my opinion, that's how I feel about it.
So
some people you just want to do it. Some people just don't want to. Maybe because probably smell like shit down there, or you just don't really want to. You probably you trust her with your dick, not your mouth. I don't know.
I feel like too. Like
yeah. You just don't know. You just don't know. And for me, it's like it's all this fine line where you're like, okay, I like this person. I want to talk to this person. But then when they see them like, his ex-girlfriend's a hoe though. Like, should I or shouldn't I? These are the questions. like should I just say no and just walk away and then just look at you like, fuck that shit. I'm taking it, whatever. If I die happy. Like, I would never fucking get enough of this, but you know what? YOLO. Fuck it.
Right. It's a fine line. I don't know.
I just love how we just went from music and Irma up to fucking like
Insecure.
Insecure just did all of this.
Well, sorry, we're all over the place. I know. Bear with us, people. I'm very post-disaster.
I'm extra relaxed. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, she had a good time.
Awesome.
In Houston. So,
your third song.
My third song is Real Love, No Shade by Roman, Jean, Arthur, which is also on the Insecure Season 2.
Very
soundtrack.
chill song.
My fourth song is Hit the Ceiling by Lion Babe.
Yeah.
It's a cool song.
Also good song.
My fifth song is Land of the Free by Joey Badass, which is this song should be an anthem. It's amazing.
Yeah, it mentions slaves owners. It's so important.
He's my Kendrick Lamar. Joey Badass.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he is. And my last song is 444 plus 222.
Jesus Christ.
By Lucifer's Greatest, Lucy Vert,
aka the Ratchet Demon song.
And I'm all the way. I've heard his album. His album, like, it's an experience.
Yeah.
You listen to it, it's like shit.
You're experiencing something.
Wow. Yeah, like
a demonic ride. Like,
yeah.
Just touch your shoulders.
Satan's earphones.
Yeah, what we needed in hip hop was we need something more discussed. Like since rock has alternative and indie and metal, we need our metal hip hop now. Is what's going on?
Yeah,
Marilyn Manson and little whatever.
I can't wait.
What's his name?
Marilyn Manson.
No, the other guy.
Lucifer.
That's him.
Lil Uzi Vert.
That's him.
Lil Uzi Vert.
I didn't know the fuck his name was.
Yes, Lil Uzi Vert.
Oh God.
You just gotta.
He's horrible.
He looks like
shit with
like
colored
a
hair.
baser, like a crackhead. Like he looks like Atlanta crack whore, just like strung out.
For real. Like what the hell?
But he's so talented and so crafty. Like this song 444222, it's. I mean, I'm gonna say it's a base off of 1399. Oh. Sorry, I just got a message. I feel like it's going versus Jay-Z's 444 album, but he's like 444 plus 2. It's a good song. It has a good meaning to it. I mean, you listen to it, it may sound stupid, but if you listen to the lyrics, read the lyrics, you will like it.
No, not doing it.
All right, so that is our songage choice of these past 2 weeks.
Yep.
Miss Alex is ready to jump into our conversation.
Let's see how this goes. It's the first time we're doing debate.
I know.
And
just saying, I'm not going full debate mode.
Oh, I can't because I just don't care enough.
I know. I could, but I'm just like.
Why with me? Wrong person.
Valid point.
Thank you.
None taken. You know what? Your hair reminds me of. Side note.
Beauty.
I was gonna say these.
Fuck Leos.
Netflix, this show called this movie, and I saw this because it was like before Irma did her shit, and before the Insecure season finale. Jessica James, the Incredible Life of Jessica James. Like I find her slightly annoying, but I kept watching.
Oh, I saw a bulletin of Mayor.
Cool.
Remember the show I told you about the guy who's like running for mayor for kicks and giggles to get his rap career. Oh,
it comes out in the fall, right?
Yeah, I think I saw a sign for it in Houston. I was just like,
yeah, fall's about to be lit.
Huh?
Fall's
lit.
Yeah. Okay, so climate change. As we were going through the storm, I noticed someone from corporate office posted something on our Facebook page about people waking up and saying woke to, what was the terms? I don't have the correct transmission of it. What was it, Alex?
What term?
What would you say? It was like, get woke, people. We don't need your prayers. We need to worry about climate change.
Yep.
It had all these different events happening around the state or the country. It had the earthquake in Central America, Central America, and then you had LA fires going on. You had the hurricanes, and it's just a lot going on. Too much. And so, I was reading this post-Irma disaster, and I was just like, would climate change actually help prevent hurricanes like Irma? Or do we just need to focus more on being prepared and responding to natural disasters?
But I'm saying, but climate change is not to mean you're gonna change the
So,
climate. It just is
yeah.
like climate.
We'll get into that. Just introducing the
I'm sorry.
intro.
I'm sorry.
Somebody didn't go to debate class.
You know what?
Someone was on the debate team.
You know what? I was on the debate team actually, and I went to regionals, and then we failed.
I was first place district champ. I have a trophy.
Good for you.
And it's District X, so we were like District X, District X, District.
Oh, that is so cool! Isn't that so cool, guys? Like, look.
Because it's like XXX.
Really? You're trying to put a sex joke in a debate team chant? Are you fucking kidding me right now? You fucking kidding me? This is not happening, guys. Like, I don't know what's going on right now. You sure you're gonna drive home tonight? Because
I thought it was hilarious.
You gonna drive home?
Like,
are you sure you're able to drive home? People, I am worried for Sasha. I don't know what's going on. He's having a mental breakdown and shit.
No, this is really funny. We're just thinking it.
I got it. I fully got it. I'm just picturing like some nerds streaming. And no adult caught this? Like, no one caught this. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm done. I'm fucking done. No, the posts were referring to Pray for Washington, Pray for Oregon. That's this fucking asshole right here. This fucking ass. No, I was saying, it said pray for Washington for the fires, pray for Oregon for the fires, Montana for the fires, Texas for the flood, California for a fire, and then for Florida the hurricane.
Yeah.
And at the same time, it didn't even mention the post that was posted on the page. Didn't mention the earthquake, and I think it was Mexico, so Central America, and then there was a flooding, I think, in India. And no one's mentioning those things. Like, this is like it's not just America, but like even though America, maybe needs to burn for a while, but I'm just saying, like, there's a lot going on at one time, and like we just sitting here saying, oh well, we need to just pray God will save us all, and we're like, you need to vote for some fucking people to help this shit. Like, don't be lazy sitting there. Oh yeah, just pray on it.
What can they do with climate? Okay, before we should probably preface this. We are trained scholastic amateurs who know nothing. But, as Plato said, the smartest man admits he knows nothing.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's beautiful.
So we don't know shit. We ain't shit. But we both can agree our climate is getting warmer. Mm-hmm. And warmer climate leads to certain issues that could or could not arise.
True.
Based on heating of our climate.
Yes.
So we know what we're talking about. We're just doing this for argumentative purposes and to see the other side, just to see sort of perspective. Mm-hmm. So, and that's what we did throughout the storm, to saw the other side of things.
Yes, to just push and just create an argument for argument's sake.
Yeah. Yeah. But so climate change is, do you agree it's real, right?
Of course.
Okay, so what is the definition of climate change? Like I said, right, our climate's getting hotter, all that shit. But
is I'm going to look it up, the actual definition.
Do you want to get?
Yeah, just I want to get some accurate. I want to get into this.
Okay.
We're gonna get into this. We're gonna use our laptops for something meaningful for the first time ever.
Well, mine's not connected to the Wi-Fi because I'm too stubborn, and I prefer to leave it like that.
Oh my Jesus, it's ridiculous. Just can't refuse to use that thing. So one definition is that a change in global or regional climate patterns, in particular, a change apparent from the mid to late 20th century onwards, and attributed largely to increased levels of atmospheric carbon dioxide produced by the use of fossil fuels.
Okay, so that's a little.
So basically, from us driving too much goddamn cars and having fucking big ass plants and leaking shit into the ocean.
Gas emission, too much emissions.
Carbon dioxide.
Carbon dioxide emissions in the air.
CO2.
Changing the temperature of the Earth's surface.
Yes, because the atmosphere is now overheated. That is changing everything else. So it's not where it's supposed to be.
Which could lead to
other
irregular development patterns in temperature.
Yes, in nature.
Nature
it brings off nature's balance from where it's supposed to be. So
more extreme conditions.
Exactly. So everything that's happening right now happens all the time. But then having this extra interference with the Earth's natural way of functioning is making everything increase and become more hard. Because we've always seen forest fires all around, natural fires in the Oregon and like Montana kind of region anyway all the time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
this huge. It's just huge.
But what's so wrong with this now? We have everything. It's been happening. It's been happening, like you said. It's been happening since we recorded history in terms of weather patterns and shit. So what's the big rush now in this new century of worrying about are we heating the climate too much? That's why we're having these extreme natural events happening. Like, what's the point? Is it just a natural occurrence of our Earth just sort of going through its cycle, and we have just weather patterns that are bizarre, and some seasons are really good. We haven't had a hurricane in Florida since 2004.
Yeah, right? I know, but then
so it's been 13 years later, and now Irma came in. Irma was 480 miles wide. She covered the entire state and some. So 13 years later, we got the storm. We get Harvey. Before that, that's 13 years. Not having a huge major
in our particular location.
During hurricane season.
Louisiana had it.
Katrina, 2004. Exactly.
And then Harvey. But I think what their point was that is that like and honestly, I would bring up the fact that we're talking about prehistoric eras where people were documenting things. So this has been happening in this region this whole damn time, and we won't fucking even know anything until a certain time period. That is true. It's also true that we haven't been around enough to document everything to know how the Earth changes its seasons or change over like decades and centuries. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So the world in like 1500 was completely fucking bad documentation. But then again, what is bad documentation? Bad documentation is whatever perceived to not be what we want it to be, or like bias or whatnot. So it all goes into other contexts. Sorry, there's another argument about why people think that when it mentions climate change, they're thinking that it's just like, oh, some scientists sitting down predicting shit, and they're saying, well, because of this can happen, and they're like, how prove it? And they're just trying to prove that this actually exists because it hasn't had enough evidence to back it up. But
so if that's true, and if science does tell us climate change is real, how is that going to help us when Category 5 is coming at us and we feel the after effects of Harvey and Irma? Like, how is it going to help us in the foreseeable future?
What is supposed to help is make us change the way we are living, because what climate change is saying in its definition about the whole emissions and the turn of the 20th century and onwards is the fact that we have been introducing something that is not normal for the Earth to be seen. Basically, that fossil fuels are supposed to just be in the ground, and that's it. People things live, things die, and some of them carbonize into like fossil fuels. Some of them turn into rocks. Some just turn into fucking dust and disappear. Right? Change of matter from one to one, whatever. But it wasn't meant to be turned into CO2. CO2 is not a natural gas that happens to be that gets produced naturally this much.
So would you agree that we've been more, as a nation, as a whole world, been more cognizant of being more environmentally friendly? We have recycling, we have sustainable cities.
But it's not to the point where it's supposed to be.
But I'm saying you have this progress being made. The Paris Accord agreement, that's never happened in history.
True.
So we have all this going, but we still get these storms. We still get all these powerful, catastrophic natural events happening.
But then it always said that it's not going to be an easy fix. You just stop something right now and equal anything else. Okay, yes, we are doing things to be more sustainable. We're trying to get smarter cars and get more gas efficient, whatever. But until we change the entire fabric, they erase the Industrial Revolution.
Can that ever happen?
It may never happen, but at the same.
So we're just doing pie in the sky by saying climate change is real, and we're even focusing on climate change as opposed to just focusing on what's happening in front of us and being more prepared and more
I feel as if you're doing both at the same time. I feel if you're doing both at the same time, I feel the fight for climate change people, believers, are trying to convince people who don't believe in it, who don't see that they need to change the way they live. Like an old man driving a 1940s Ford don't give a rat's ass about no fucking but I'm driving a Prius. So it's like they're fighting to change the mentality, not just change the way we live, but how we think about the earth and everything in that reflect. We have to respect it as one thing.
Mentality.
Because Mother Earth, like we have to respect her in her own way. Disrespect her, then she kills you, whatever, whatnot. So
I think of it that way, but I think it's too whimsical.
Whimsical? What do you mean whimsical?
Like Mother Earth and her being a bitch, and like just her like characterizing the Earth as first off a woman for one.
They always have been characterized mostly as a female in most documentations of society.
I don't know, just whole Mother Nature, that whole thing. I don't like that realm. It's too creepy for me.
No, I was finding creepy because God. Then why is God a dude?
No, he is. I'm not saying based on the gender. I'm just saying like the whole Mother Nature. I mean, you think about mother, you think of someone's nurturing. You think of like.
As humans, we always humanize everything. We always put it anthropomorphic. Is when we put our own vision of ourselves onto something else.
I don't like that.
The same thing is with God. Like the person when someone talked about him, they put him an image of the person who wrote the thing, not where he was. You see what I'm saying here? Huh?
So when Jesus wrote the life of Pablo.
Oh God.
AKA parables 1 and 2.
Oh, anyway, so what I'm trying to explain is that we give things like Father Time, Mother Nature, like Poseidon, who was supposed to be the god of water, or just water itself. It's to make us give it more respect, bring it more closer to home, kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Is that a Native American thing? I feel like
It's anyone who's spiritual, any culture that's spiritual, they'll be like all the Afro punk people are like would be like all into this.
The Good Book speaks to this is
the Good Book.
Not as much.
Why do they call it the Good Book? It's not a good read.
I don't know. I think this is very like subjective. If it's the Good Book,
the whole thing is subjective.
We'll save that episode for another time.
I'm gonna just go to hell this episode, but it's okay. I'm just thinking Lear come here and like smite me like Zeus and be like, go to hell.
In a handbasket.
But yeah, I called but you don't like it. But I told you before, I called climate change the love child of Father Time and Mother Nature.
Yeah, and it creeped me out. I don't like it because it creeps me out too much.
It makes sense. They came hand in hand. They had a one night stand and say, "Fuck these damn humans. They won't fuck with us. Let's make them."
All while we're focused on climate change and telling people, "Oh, you don't believe in climate change because of this." Meanwhile, we have 2 catastrophic events coming at us with, ill-equipped preparations in response to.
You cannot forget Jose and Maria in the background that's waiting and shit.
Yeah. So I think, because if we get too far deep into this, our episode's gonna be hella long. So I think we should do a part 2 of this, because I really want to get deep. You touched on a good point about the mentality of the people.
Yes.
And for me, that's true, because growing up in my area, like, being environmentally aware of you taking out your trash, and you not burning your trash every week. You probably burn it once.
You go to
or you recycle.
You go to like Seattle or like Portland. They're like, excuse me, like our recycling system sucks down here. Do you know how bad it sucks? Like we say we're doing things, but America's like fucking half-assing this whole thing. We're gonna sign this agreement, but fuck it, we're not even gonna follow it. Like.
Yeah.
These things like I can go in on mentality if you want to. I can go in mentality on everything. So if you want to go in, we can go a different time.
Yeah, I want to talk about mentality because that's a good point you made. I think that's overlooked with this. But I think I'm just trying to like reach into the mind of people who don't believe in climate change and argue that point. But as I'm doing it, I'm just like.
Like we were supposed to debate this, but it's just so hard because as we talking about this, we just realized that we want to debate it because we thought we could, but at the same time, I think we have two different views about climate change, but we do agree that it exists.
Yeah.
So
I think that's probably our focus. It's just about how to address climate change.
Yes, how to address, because people just don't even.
I'm looking at it more of the after effects, and you're looking at it more of before.
Yeah. Because it's one thing. I'm not saying that we're going to erase everything that has happened over the last century. I'm just saying that we as a people can move forward to create something better and try to at least minimize the damage or stop increasing the damage created by our forefathers and mothers and he, she's, and it's.
I don't feel like they did damage. What if the Earth is just plentiful and it's bountiful, full of its natural resources, and we are just making a big scare out of it?
What do you mean?
Or what if it's just like our time to go? Hey,
I already told you. I'm telling you, every natural disaster is just God trying to say, y'all need to stop fucking and just try to kill people off.
Yeah, I think and in this whole what Saturn, whatever telescope that took 13 years to reach Saturn's rings, and they collected all this data and shit.
Yeah.
And I was reading I'm not saying, so I was reading the Time magazine, which they dumb it down for you. So I was just reading that, and it was like they are like saying they found like salt water on like one of the moons, and like this layer, and under that could be possibility of life, all this shit. I'm just like,
don't go there. Don't go there. Please
Here
don't.
We go.
You're gonna ruin another damn planet and shit.
Here we go.
You're gonna turn to Prometheus. I'm trying to find my god, and then he's just come and kill your ass.
Why do I know that?
Huh? Prometheus?
Where's that from?
It's the shitty version of Alien
versus Predator.
It's supposed to be an Alien movie, but then they messed it up, so they redid like this year. It's called the Alien Covenant, something like that. They go to a different planet trying to find the origin of the humanity, and they get there and they find out that they weren't trying. The guy who sent them out there to find him was only trying to find the answer to everlasting life, to become immortal.
And have you seen The Adventures of Pluto and Nash?
Pluto and Nash? What's that?
It's a space movie with Eddie Murphy.
Oh, Jesus Christ. No, I know.
Favorite movie, top 10 games.
Please stop it. No, it's not.
Adventures of Pluto and Nash.
Okay, I remember him having a sci-fi movie and it being shitty. And I don't remember the name.
Adventures of Pluto and Nash?
No, sorry. I can't do that.
It's amazing.
No, stop it.
But it's sci-fi-ish.
You turned into trash in front of my face. You just turned. You know the two trash cans they had on Facebook with them racing? The girl said it's two trash cans, the blue one, the green one, and it's like this running water going down this incline. And like they're just the trash is just going like look as if they're racing. And this girl said, look at my exes running outside. That's how you just transfer into a trash can. You just.
No, that movie has all you want. It has a comedy, adventure, science.
I'm sorry.
Technology.
I don't think I can do that.
Man, I love that movie.
I don't think I can do that. No. I think I can't. Sorry. No gusta. No me gusta.
So I'm glad you're okay after Irma. I think we're all safe. Man.
No, it's just shout us out. Tell us anything about your experiences. Just comment. We just want to know what's going on. It's because we know that people are still struggling and whatnot.
Yeah, we're still in disaster zone. So granted, earlier in the week there was millions of people, but there's still just shy of 1 million people without power. I just got my power on this afternoon, so I'm planning on going home tonight and turning every single piece of electricity on just to say, screw you, Duke. I got my power back on. I'll pay that bill next month as well. So there's a lot of people without power. Huh?
I think it should be free.
It should be free.
Oh, infrastructure.
But it's like, I think if we had a co-op, they get extra money back. But we're not in a co-op. But it's still a very tough time for us. And I hate how I was listening to a lot of talk radio because, I didn't have shit. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people were calling saying, this ain't like Harvey where people were so this and that. No, it's not like Harvey. Texas is Texas.
This
like
is Florida. It's
yeah,
two different things.
you go to a Texan, and I guarantee you they'll tell you they're a Texan before they're American first.
Yep.
Like if you listen to any of the the conference, what is it? Spoke conferences or what? I can't talk for some reason. The conference where they have like
what?
Shit, what's the name of it? When all the emergency officials and the mayor are all there, and they all give you an update to the media about what's happening.
Press conference.
Press conference. What the fuck is wrong? Press
Jesus, you a poli-sci major.
I know. I just
like you were in American flag
fart.
right now with some white girl with some big titties on it. Like, come on.
Is American flag?
Huh?
Yeah,
it's stripes and stars, you ass. You're a horrible American.
I couldn't press conference. I'm just, whatever. So they all were like, "We're Texans. This is Texas. We're Texans. We're Texans." But Florida, we're all crazy. We all want to shoot you or just, do some weird shit. Like, Florida's just weird.
We're looting and shit.
Yeah.
They're in the middle of the hurricane, looting.
But, with all that being said, we're all Floridians together. You don't mess with one of us. We stick up for each other.
To an extent.
My community, after the hurricane, my neighborhood, our neighbors, drove by on a four-wheel. They made sure we're all okay. I saw my community come together and shit. But
that's what happens is one thing too with disasters. It always brings people together. That's why for me, when I was explaining it to my friend, I was like, yeah, we didn't have much, and we had a lot of hurricanes in Miami when I was growing up, but it was the time where it reminded me of being back in Honduras, where we just sat down and just talked. We just played card games, and my grandma used to cheat.
Worst, right? I hate it.
My grandma used to cheat during fucking Monopoly all the time. We all got in arguments. We always against my grandmother. Like she was killing us in Monopoly. It's ridiculous.
I thought of you because I remember you telling me about this, and when I had no power and hot as fuck, and almost the verge of meltdown.
Yeah.
I thought of you and your family barbecuing and just having a grand old time, no fucking power.
Just chilling.
I'm just like
the light would go off in Honduras. We would walk around. We try to always find a spot that has enough breeze from the ocean. Go to that location, sit there. They had grilled meat somewhere cooking or something like that on the stove on a thing. Cars, it was so pitch black that all you can see is car headlights. So you never know who's around you because no one really had a phone at the time because cell phones wasn't it wasn't a big thing to have a smartphone yet. It was amazing. I got in trouble. I actually kissed some guy. I got dared to kiss a guy. You get bored of dumb shit. See, that's how your parents created you.
That's how
they didn't have cable. Here. No. That's how your parents created you. They didn't have cable. You're supposed to just be having sex all day. So you did the wrong thing.
Well, I'm talking about with no power. This is how bored I was.
Exactly.
You
have no power. You have to go find the boo and then miss it bad.
Or burn a pin cap.
Burn a pin cap in your skin. That's some fucking emo ass shit.
I know, right? I don't know what I was thinking. I was 15.
Jesus, I don't know you.
All my friends are dead. Push me to the edge.
Okay, this got extremely dark. I guess
Lucy Bird's album.
I guess my happy pills are helping me. I don't know how you got there.
Yeah. Well.
What?
Lucy Bird, he wears off.
No, he don't. Not to me. Keeps me out. Just so he is. Ugh. So I learned how to wire money through Bank of America and Chase. Zuli.
Oh, you send some to the Hurricane Irma Relief Fund?
Oh yes. We all should do that.
Yes, we should all donate to the Hurricane Irma Relief Fund.
Exactly.
And not with you can donate to Red Cross, whatever. There's a lot of conspiracy.
But then they fucked up a lot in different countries.
But I would say be smart about where you give your money to.
Yes.
Go to the county emergency management page. Look for resources. Look for donations. And I would say go because a lot of the response has been coming from churches,
yes,
and community centers and private partnerships with local governments. I would say donate there because that would be the most direct use of your dollars. You know exactly it's going to go
third
right
party
there.
extra crap going on.
So.
But then also, I'm just saying, just because I have people in Houston, my family, my sister and stuff, so if we can also donate there too to have stuff for them as well. We all need help. Oregon, everyone else, everyone, Mexico, freaking India, wherever. Just help people out.
Yeah, and we're all in this together.
We all in this together. Na na na. No, no.
No. You don't mind. Push it
To the limit.
God.
He was so hot, and he just disappeared on the face of the earth.
That is just as funny as District X.
No, it is not. No, it is not. As funny as your freaking nasty ass.
There's another one. Okay, you might not think this is funny. I'm gonna say it. So there's this porn shop in our home in Wildwood. It's in the county, and it's a super controversial place. It's a porn shop. So during the last hurricane, they put on the marquee, "We were praying for the victims of."
What the? I'm done. Look, you are literally dying. He is literally dying. Hopefully, he will finally die, and I'll be free from this foolishness.
It's just the funniest thing to see, a porn shop singing "Praying for the Victims."
It is not as funny as having a porn shop in the parking lot of a fucking strip mall in Texas, or having a carnival ride.
Because they have no zoning.
They don't give two shits.
They do not care.
God, I can't go back there. Like, they fucking piss me off. If I go to Houston next time, I'm gonna go to a resort. They even have a resort, that little hot ass fucking melting pot of a place. I had a good time in Houston, but it wasn't because of of people, not because of the actual city. It was the people I was with. Besides that, what the fuck?
Sorry, that's Alex and her superfluous amount of
Samsung gear
pieces that she has over there.
Yeah, my Samsung.
Just looking like money, just money.
I got like $400 on my wrist. Look at that, bam.
Disposable income.
Boy, shut up. This right here is my student loans. Yo, so this concludes this episode.
Shout out to Betsy.
No.
Betty?
No.
What's her name, Betty?
Who?
Betsy DeVos, the Secretary of Education.
That bitch? Don't bring her up in front of me. Don't bring her up in front of me. Just don't. Just don't.
Too soon?
It is too soon for me. Her and that damn little fucking slow talking ass slot black guy.
Ben Barson?
Oh,
God.
Is Ben
I feel
Barson?
like he was shot. You know, like
what's the black guy, right? Ben Barson? You sure?
Well, I call him. His name's Ben Carson, but they call him Ben Barson on the Bodega Boys.
Fucking stupid.
But I feel like he's been shot in the head. You know, like French Montana. French Montana, the way he talks like mildly slow and like. Yeah, like he's on lean.
All just need to relax.
He might not be on lean. He's just because he got shot in the head, so he had a brain injury, so he talks slow.
What he reminds me of is
I feel like Ben Barson.
He reminds me of that guy from Clear Eyes. Get your clear eyes here. That guy with the eye drop dude.
Yeah.
That's who he reminds me of. I hate him.
I
didn't like the commercial. Yeah, I just don't like the black dude.
Ben Barson.
The one person. The one black guy.
I used to actually read his books and everything.
Like I love like Kanye and Steve Harvey just disappeared, but he's like, nope, I'm getting a job. Okay, we gotta go. Because
we'll save this. You know, let's just welcome back, Miss Alex. I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad you think I'm okay.
I guess he's okay. I don't know. I really don't care.
So we're glad our listeners are okay too.
Yeah.
You know? We appreciate you guys for listening and tuning in every week or every other week,
whenever you can. Whenever you get power, please enjoy this and turn up.
Yes. And turn all your power on, like me in solidarity. We gotta show thanks.
Please thank Jesus for light, for electricity again.
So, with that being said, let's wrap it up.
Always wrap it up. Always wrap it up.
Always. Okay. We'll see you guys next week. Or talk to you next week, I guess.
Whatever.
Bye. Wait, what is your thing?
Love, peace, and some apple grease. And I'm telling you, if you don't have any electricity and you listen to this podcast after the fact, what you should have been doing was having sex the whole time. It's a good time. It's a good way to pass some time.
No, it's hot and it's just like
exactly. Who the hell want? Okay, I'm done. I'm done. Just fucking Leos. Fucking Leos.
Let me get off.
Let you get off? Don't get off on me. It's inappropriate. This is a work environment.
No, not like.
Too late.
I guess we'll see you guys later.
Let's always be safe.